people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Fourth-year man, this is Damian Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing, Jones. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Harris running straight ahead, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. Kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it second down and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And here comes the winner of the last two NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it fourth down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. Two fantastic games coming up to wrap up week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Packers have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it, and he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So the Patriots coming out now.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for the run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We begin across the Atlantic in London, Minnesota, and New Orleans in the first of 5 games in this year's NFL International Series, where it was the Saints serving as the home team who were able to come away with the victory. Jameis Winston leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Jared Goff, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 2nd and 7, Jones finding Bourne here over the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So on 4th down, Jones jogs off, and on comes a longtime vet, Nick Folk, for the Pats field goal try.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 73 yards.
And the Packers take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He stiff arms him. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll go again to Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Ball into 26, 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. Empirical.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And this one too low.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have...
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star. They hear my name and remember